Hey, everybody. We totally go off the rails in this episode. I apologize in advance, but if you want to stick around and learn what dick tape is for, watch the episode.
We're shedding our masks and breaking down walls. Hell, we may even drop our drawers. That's right. We're going Commando with Angela and Dana. Hi, I'm Dana Sardano, and this is Angela DeMarco, and we are Going Commando. Going Commando is a little show that we put together because we understand the importance of authenticity, the importance of being who you are, showing up for yourself, embracing that, and bringing all of that goodness to everybody that you interact with, to the world around you. Life is beautiful, and we're here to be, to do, to love, and to share it with others. A little extra something for you, kid. Morning, Miss Angela.
Starting Monday off right. Yes, we are. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. I am still recovering from Pearl Jam show number, 40 something. So we had Mother's Day this weekend. Like, we have a lot to talk about. There was like so many good things to talk about. But I am finally feeling a little bit better and all that stuff. But before we do talk, I have for some reason, astrology is like the thing right now. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't really understand it, but I hear these little things, or I see a meme or a reel, and it makes me think. So I'm going to share that with you. So I guess there's a full moon tonight, and it's about Pluto or something. And I don't know the details. I'm like the worst. But I heard a good thing that this is like a sign to this is not a sign. This is the moment where you let like a lot of old shit go. Today is like the day to do it. But if it's not today, you're not listening to this, and you'll listen whatever. But just like
do it tomorrow.
Do it whenever. But I thought it was really interesting. And it's like, what kind of like patterns do you have that are coming to the surface that you are ready to let go of? So for me, one of my big things is that I can't ask for help. I feel really insecure when it comes to asking for help. What do you do with those papers? Making noise over there.
So am I making noise?
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm trying to talk, and you're like, oh, let me just like brush my teeth. And
oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, I was lighting something up, and then I got distracted. I'm listening. And letting things go. Pluto. Go on.
Asshole.
I'm not a dick, dude. You're the one who interrupted. I'm listening.
Okay.
I didn't know. Seriously, my mic hasn't been working. Who knew? Who knew it was picking up all the subtleties? So okay. Seriously. And scene. Continue.
Okay. All right. So anyway, something that I have a really hard time doing with is asking for help. And especially when it has to do with me. Like if it's for my family, if it's for something or whatever, I can ask. But when it's for like myself, I have a really hard time asking. So today I'm going to be doing something where I'm going to be asking for help on something because it's an old pattern that just doesn't work. And I need to be able to reach out to my community and be like, yeah, I need some help with something. Let's see what we can do, instead of being like, no, they're too busy. What are they going to say? What are they going to do? It's just a worthiness thing. So anyway, that's what I'm letting go of today. And I'm going to try to overcome that today and change into the place where I accept and can ask for help because I'm worthy.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I could totally relate to you on that. For me, I don't know if it was about a worthiness thing as much as, because it's our beliefs. Your belief is you're not worthy to ask for help. My belief was, fuck you, I'm a badass, I'll do it myself. Mm-hmm. And again, if you really peel back the onion, it goes back to worthiness, but it was more like, I don't want your help because I have to prove that I can do it myself. Mm-hmm. I was like, why do you make things difficult for yourself all the time? So never ask for assistance because I could do it myself. Dana Sardano, I'm a badass. Yeah. So this renaissance of Angela DeMarco stepping into your worthiness that you have been doing, for the last few years. What you plan to do today is a perfect culmination of that. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So if anybody has something that you can think of, and it's like one of those things they're like, oh God, I get so mad about the kids not doing the thing. You know what I mean? And so I just do it myself. Well, maybe change that. Maybe change that. Yeah. Or just like just be honest. Say the thing. Be honest and authentic with somebody if you've been holding back. Like whatever it is that you struggle from that doesn't serve you any longer. And you can switch up by doing something a little bit different. And it's better to like do it today. Do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's really what it comes down to. You know, we're so used to judging ourselves and judging each other, but it really comes down to, it doesn't serve me.
Yeah.
Doesn't serve me. I love when people are like, oh yeah, but this is how I do it. Yeah. How's that working out for you?
Yeah.
You're good? All right, good. Good for you.
So many times. Okay. So what are we talking about today?
All right. Well, firstly, I just want to show you what I was sifting out of my garbage because my calendar, I loved my calendar yesterday. Like, cause it's Mother's Day.
Oh,
right.
What does it say?
So it is note to self. Moms are fucking badass. Moms are fucking badass.
So, mom badass.
Yeah. So just get ready for my thumbnail. So it was funny though. I ripped it off because today's a different day. So as you were talking, I just grabbed my calendar because I wanted to share with that. And then I picked it up and I was like, that's not moms are badass. So then I had to sift through my garbage and I caught myself do it. Like you're talking, I could hear you. I'm listening, but I'm like, oh, I'm off camera now. Oh, I hope that's not distracting. So clearly we cut nothing, folks. So thanks for playing. So what's today about?
Commando.
6 minutes in. Commando. So today's episode.
We're off the rails.
Oh, my cat just made a really cool sound. My cat. They're getting big, so they're really, really unruly. So if you could see behind me, you know, I've got the cardboard and I've got like the duct tape, like everything would come in here with a roll of duct tape, but we're taping the whole thing up. All right, let's focus here, folks. Okay. So today's episode.
What would duct tape be used for?
Dicks.
No, but like, what would you use?
But how would you use it?
I mean, there's boob tape for like models.
Well, I guess tape in the back. No, I would think transgender. Yeah, there's a lot of taping of the genitalia these days.
All right. Just sorry. Live in the moment.
So get your dick tape. Okay. All right. It's a good thing nobody watches these. All right. So today, actually, our subject today is really appropriate for what just happened here.
Dick tape.
But the energy, that's going to be our what do you call it, thumbnail, dick tape, hashtag dick tape. Okay.
Dick tape. Okay.
So you're right. Tell me what, I'll wait. Sit through my garbage a little bit more.
That's so fucking funny. I think I'm just so exhausted. Okay. I'm good.
Okay. So the energy, this is our topic, by the way. We're starting. Yeah. The energy of surrender is often our greatest gift. And that is really such an important sentiment because most of us, all of us, our pain, our frustration is always in the resistance. So when something comes our way, whether it be an experience, an opportunity, a piece of information, the moment we resist, that's where the discomfort is. Not with what's coming our way. It's our resistance to it. And the energy of surrender, just taking a breath and allowing whatever it is to be, and then addressing what comes forth, really is where the magic is at. The energy of surrender, speaking to me, I'm speaking to you, Angela, I'm speaking to all of us, is our greatest gift.
Now, I have my story to go with this, but can you do a layman's example? Like a very simple example of what that looks like? Because I think it would be very helpful. So like something comes our way. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do a real concrete physical example. Okay. Mm-hmm. So people do yoga, work out or whatever. You know, I do my little stretchies in the morning, and I have been getting, as I'm overcoming, because remember, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 10 years ago. And even though I do all this healthy stuff and I don't take medication, when I have stress or I have vulnerabilities, little bouts of it pop up. I had a situation yesterday with my foot that the kids were like, why are you in so much pain? I'm like, people around me forget that I have been diagnosed with this illness. So when I do my stretchies and stuff, when I hit a pain point that is like extremely uncomfortable, sometimes even cramp up, my first reaction is one, to hold my breath. Mm-hmm. And 2 is to either back off or like to resist the pain, right? So I'm never going to get any further. I'm never going to feel the glory of the other side if I do those things. Mm-hmm. So I remember it was about a year ago, and I think I even talked about it on a Commando. I was sitting outside and I got a cramp in my stomach, and I immediately, I wanted to like fight it, and I just breathed, and I was like, I just allowed the cramp to do its thing. I surrendered to the cramp, and I felt it tighten. It hurt like a motherfucker, and it tightened up and then pop, and then it dissipated. And I swear to God, I felt like euphoria. And I was like, oh my God, when we have pain, and again, pain is metaphoric and physical, either physical pain come our way or the pain of an experience, the pain of something somebody said to us or of our own inner dialogue. And we resist it or we fight against it and we never see the other side. If we just surrender to it and then allow it to take us where we need to go, because it's just a signal to us to us having to learn something or grow from something. In this case, my body needed to do something that I hadn't been letting it do because I freaked out every time I felt the pain.
Right.
So is that a clear enough example?
That's awesome. And then so resistance can be in the form of avoidance. Right?
Yeah. And also distraction, numbing, all that is a resistance to what you really need to look at.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Because otherwise, like, I'm not resisting it, but I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to go over here and pretend it doesn't exist. Totally. Yeah.
And, awesome. I just want to share something that I think we may even get to. But you and when you were on getting on your trip to Pearl Jam, you had sent me a text and you asked me what I thought about something. And you're like, what do you think about blah, blah? And all of a sudden, I had this understanding of something, and I sent you an audio, like a couple minute audio.
Before, just to lead up to it. And it's stupid, but like 4 things happened that were all the same kind of thing. And I was like, what do you make of this?
There were messages. And the 4 things that happened, I know you. So I know there's like maybe it could mean this, you know what I mean? Or something like this. So these 4 things happen. I know how your brain works. Maybe it could mean this. I get the message that, oh no, it means this, right? So I send you the audio and I give the explanation or whatever. And then I send it, and you did it was the energy of, that's interesting. Like you gave me the energy of like, I need to think on that, or what, it resonates. So I sent a follow up and I was like, listen, I know it's heavy stuff, but I stand by it. Like what I'm telling you is real stuff. And you said it. I died. It was awesome. You were like, I know you're on point because I felt the resistance. And I thought that was really, really, I just got the chills. I thought that was really, really cool. You felt yourself being like, no, fucker, no, boo, boo. Like you felt that. And you're like, it must be correct because I'm resisting what's uncomfortable. Yeah. And we all do it. We just have our own way. I'm going to impulse shop instead of paying my bills. You know what I mean? Like we all resist what we need to do. And then we wonder why we either don't get anywhere or our problems get bigger.
And to even do a finer tip on it, when I was like, fuck you. You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know. You're not my real mom. Meanwhile, you know, like everything about me. So of course it is. But the minute I said, no, I'm just feeling resistance. So I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I got the message. It immediately integrated once I announced that I was being resistant to hearing the message.
Isn't that whole chills, dude?
It immediately integrated. It wasn't like I had to go do something else. Like I listened to it again. I was like, all right, you're probably right. Oh, okay. But I didn't go like the journal. I didn't go do anything. It just like, I was like, okay. And that was it.
So you know what's funny is I knew when I was sending the message, and I know anybody who's watching is like, what is this message? It's none of your business. But I knew when I was sending the message, I could feel it was so, because I was blow drying my hair, and I was like, I'll get to it later. And it was like, must send now, you know? And when I sent it, like I could feel the power, the magnitude of it, because when you got this, again, it affects so many other things. Yeah. You know, when we get certain things, we think, I need to get this thing and it'll help my job. And I need to get this thing and it'll help my relationship. No, I get this thing and it blanket helps everything in my exterior world is a reflection of my interior world, you know? And it was really funny. And what's so funny is I know you so well, and I'm pretty in tune with energy. I mean, I don't think, we could, I knew.
Just so you good people know, like I could wake up and like have a cramp in my hip and Dana would text me. She's like, you okay? It's fucking weird.
It's crazy.
Awesome, it's weird.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's crazy. And what's funny is I knew when I was sending it, you see, I prefaced with, you probably don't want to hear this, yes. But you're expecting to hear this, and then based on your response, and I was like, okay, I know you don't like it, but in your comment, man, no, it's just my resistance. So once you surrendered to our point, once you surrendered the energy of surrender and was like, wait a minute, all of a sudden, boom, it came to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking cool, right?
It's fucking cool as shit. It's fucking cool as shit.
Works. Shit works.
Okay. Anyway.
I got right here. Okay.
So I just want to talk about my experience in Nashville because this was like one of those, like, it wasn't I wasn't consciously saying I'm going to surrender to this moment, right? So Dana and I went to Pearl Jam 2 weeks ago, jizzed all over it, talked about it. Check out the episode. It's hilarious. I don't know if that was last week or the week before.
Who knows?
Hold on a second. And so what I realized at that show was that I only want to experience these things, these kinds of things where I could be all of life, where I could be all of myself all the time and be around people that accept me, love me, like are equally as crazy as I am, whatever it is. Right. So came back from that trip. And I was supposed to take Maddie to Nashville with me to see Pearl Jam night 2. So much fun. And Maddie would have gone because she wanted to be with me, and like hang out, but she wouldn't have been able to match the level of what I now expect from my experiences. So my new friend Stan came. I was like, listen, if you can get a flight, ticket's yours, right? I never met him. Talked to him like a couple times, whatever. He's part of the Pearl Jam community. And with like, he lives in Baltimore. He's super cute, like whatever. But I was like, whatever. If he's crazy, he'll sleep on the couch if I don't like him. Like I had a suite. It was fine. It was all good. And the minute I got there, because I had zero expectations of any kind of like relationship thing that could happen, this was just like I was going with someone who was from like a Pearl Jam fan, meeting them in New York City and trusting them. You said you didn't hear from me and you're like, is she dead on a couch somewhere?
I was like, oh my God, that is a possibility. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I haven't heard from Angela. I'm like, oh wait, man, she could be chopped up in a freezer somewhere. Maybe I should check in.
Check that barbecue at that restaurant. I don't know. But we both just like, the minute I saw him, it was like, we were like instant friends, like instant best friends. Like, it was just like, oh my God. Like, and then all the people that he introduced me to and that we hung out with, we all just had the best night. I mean, it was so much fun. I will speak for me and Stan specifically, but everybody else, like everybody was great. And Stan was amazing. He made sure that I had a great show because he listened to that episode and he was like, okay, well, I got to top Hollywood now. So there was pressure for him. But so we just had the best time, it was just awesome. And then we've been texting ever since. It feels like months ago, but it was like 2 days ago. And we both like realized, like we were texting last night and I realized that like, he said something like, I could just be myself. I could just be totally myself. Like that's new for him, I guess, right? To be like, just totally authentic, which is the experience that I now like, that's my bar for me. So I went in totally myself. He went in just feeling totally himself. So it was just very comfortable. And there was no pressure of what's this going to be? It wasn't like a first date. It wasn't like a tell me about your future and kids and your bank account. None of that. None of that. It's just two people meeting up, living in the moment, having an awesome time. And it was such a great thing for me to have this realization. Like we were texting last night and I was like, oh my God, when you live in the moment and don't worry about like the things, the future, the blah, 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 how this affects everything. Like if you're living in your joy in the moment, that's what I should say. Not just like, I'm going to go deflect things and avoid things and do stuff. Yeah. But like when you're doing something for joy and you're in your joy and you're your most authentic self, my God, that's where the fucking magic is. That's where the fucking magic is.
That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift, Angela.
You should have a fortune cookie.
I should have saved it for my dog. No, fuck.
But it's just one of those things that like, this is something I know. but to just experience it on a profound level and to see it through somebody else's eyes and experiencing it on a profound level. And it's just like, oh my God, every single day I want to experience living in the present. You can, like we were talking about you could worry about the bills, or you could, do what you got to do. When you could pay the bills, you pay the bills. And or you do what comes next but not worry 4 weeks from now, what am I going to do? I don't know.
I remember telling you, oh my God, we're going back a couple of years. You were worried about something. And I was like, you don't have to worry. And you're like, of course I have to worry. I have to worry about my kids. And I'm like, no. You have to tend to your shit.
Yeah.
But you're deciding to worry about it. That's on you. And you had to learn.
I didn't get it.
You didn't, and you still didn't get it for a while. Like you got it in layers, but to separate what worry is versus what is tending to your stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't live all highty, flighty, and you know what I mean? Like I live in a very grounded way. I think I'm calculated in how I keep the stability in my life.
Yeah.
Because I do that, I don't worry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I catch myself worrying about stuff, what do? I bring myself right back to the now. Yeah. We do it all the time. Yeah. I had that epiphany the other day that we don't have time for me to get into, but it was like all this stuff that I kind of knew, it just kind of go whoop into my head. And I was like, oh,
But that's what all this is. It's like, it's not groundbreaking. It's not brand new material. It's not new information. It is just the all of a sudden the understanding and the knowing on different levels. You once talked about the staircase.
Spiral staircase. Yeah, that's Buddhist stuff.
So the Buddhist stuff, right? This is my layman's understanding of it, right?
Do it.
You're walking up the spiral staircase, and it's all the same parts of life, but you're just hitting them at different levels of awareness. But it's always the same kind of circumstances, right? It's the same thing, right? So I'll deal with something really shitty down here, and the next time I come around, that same kind of experience will come up, and I'll handle it a little bit better, a little bit different. I'll learn something else, and I'll go around the staircase. Oh, there's another one just like it, but you know what? This time I'm learning something a little bit different. It's a little bit easier, or wow, I'm seeing more insight to it. So it's constantly being the same information, the same experiences, the same kinds of things, but learning them in different ways and opening and expanding.
Yeah. And what's really cool is you're saying the same. No, you're on point.
Teacher, okay.
But you got a gold star. But what's cool is the one thing that I just want to alter a little bit is you're like, it's the same experiences. It's not, because when we step back and we realize that it's the energy of things, like I'll have dreams. My dreams tell me shit all the time. It's really kooky and really, really cool. But it's never the details in the dream. It is the energy. I'm like, oh, that was funhouse energy, or that was the energy of frustration. That was the energy of worry. So if you have something that you, for example, you need to learn worthiness, you need to learn how not to worry about things, whatever other things, right? And you have these heavy experiences because you have some harsh lessons to learn these things, and you learned it and you feel great. And as you go up that staircase, the next one, the situation isn't necessarily the same, but it is the energy of, I'm still learning about worthiness, but it's at a much lighter level because I already have the foundation of it. It's like you learn math 12 years in school, or how many every years you're in school, right? You're learning math, but every year the math is a little bit different because you have graduated to that next level.
Yeah.
So that is why, again, we always joke, I don't sit here in an ivory tower. I got shit too, but because I've worked on those foundational principles, right? The principle of authenticity, integrity, loving it without condition, safety, security, whatever, blah, 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 like all of it, right? Every time something comes my way, because I'm at this point in the spiral, it's easier to manage because the foundational principles have been met over and over and over and over again. A year from now, you're going to think back to this conversation, me too, and be like, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
I thought I knew.
I thought I was so smart. Yeah, totally. Okay. Yep. So we'll bring this whole thing to a close. I'm going to just do my little spiel here, and then Dana will shut us out with her nugs and some duct tape. Sorry, it's just going to be a thing now. That's what she said. Okay. Anyway,
go on.
Guys, please go to phenom-publishing.com and join the Phenom Readers Club. It's it's just our way of communicating with you guys outside of this. And we do two newsletters a month. We send the first, oh my God, I'm like, dictate. I can't stop. On the first of the month, we send an email about, we celebrate a book of the month. And it's a book that we've published through Phenom. And the works that we produce are really, really special to us. They're, we don't just like take on any author. We're not just, churning and burning. This is not like your ordinary kind of publishing situation. We really share stories that are brave and bold and authentic and esoteric, and really help you understand and see yourself in these stories. So whether they're works like self-help kind of stuff that Dana writes, or they're sharing stories, or beautiful stories by Paolo or Anne-Marie. Like, we just have some incredible stories. Yeah. And we really would love your support to sign up for the Readers Club. You'll see what's coming up. We do like offers and free things. We do the best we can to get the works to you in an affordable way. But we really would love for you to take a part of it. And all of our episodes here on Commando are based on books. So books that we've published. And this season, we're talking about The Woo Is You, which is the third book in the 10 Rex trilogy by Miss Dana Zardano. Badass Dana Zardano. And they're just incredible. So we're offering all 3 paperbacks for $30, and Dana signs them and ships them off to you, it's great. It's like, you just will take you to the next level. And you can go back and watch our older episodes that go along with the books and all that stuff. This is all tied together. So please join us and go to phenom-publishing.com. Please become a part of our community. Spread the word, share the love, like, share, subscribe, this shenanigans if you care to. And then I'll see you next week. So I'm going to pass it off to Dana, but stay fresh, cheese bag.
So as Angela's talking, I have all these different nugs coming in, going out, not sure exactly what I wanted to say, but then it just hit me. Firstly, I want to thank all of you that are showing up. I don't talk about this a lot, but one of my biggest frustrations has been my entire life. How come people can't see me? I feel like I could see people for who they are and see them in the depths of their soul. And I'm like, they can't see me. And it's been a frustration. And I'm now seeing it with my 14-year-old daughter having the same difficulties and seeing what she's going through. And it's a really, challenging thing to go through. And many of us want to be seen and we don't feel like we're seen. So for those of you who see us, who see me, I'm seeing the people who are starting to show up on social media and really get what I'm doing. And I want to thank you. And for those of you who don't feel seen yourself, just know they can't see you because they have not yet achieved your level of awareness, your level of consciousness. You are out there and you are learning and you are growing and you are a warrior and you want to see and experience the world in the best way you can. And they're just not ready. They're not bad. They're not evil. They're just not ready. But if they can't see you, it's not you. It's actually a testament to you. It's them. So just know that there's others of us out there that can see you. So keep shining. No, I'll stop right there, but keep shining. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for supporting us. And I see you. Ubuntu. Bye. Stay fresh, cheese bags. I can never keep it together, Angela.
Thanks for watching this episode of Going Commando with Angela and Dana, brought to you by Phenom Publishing.